Nicole Kidman has returned to the spotlight for the first time since separating from Keith Urban.
No openings, no greetings, straight to the point. Something's off in Hollywood this year. The cameras are rolling, but the stars are missing.
Literally, my job is I make socks. That's all I do. I don't necessarily care about the show. I would rather film.
Rob Kardashian, gone from his own family's empire. Nicole Kidman announced she's off for the year. Jonathan Bailey, walking away from peak fame to find peace. Pete Davidson, silent. Jojo Siwa, unplugged. And they're not alone. In 2025, more names started ghosting fame.
Emma Watson is ignorant of how ignorant she is and has trashed women's rights.
Emma Watson turned down multiple offers, saying promoting movies feels soul-destroying. Rihanna stopped teasing her 9th album, again, and fans are convinced she's over the music machine. Tom Holland quietly pulled out of new projects, telling interviewers he's re-evaluating life.
Well, I asked my agents, I sort of said, like, can you guys look around and see if anyone would be interested in, like, setting something like this up with me?
Lana Del Rey scrubbed tour dates with zero explanation.
I mean, I think I thought I was going to be a singer until I was like 17, and then I was getting ready to go to college.
Even Jungkook from BTS went dark on social media after years of constant exposure. It's not coincidence, it's a pattern. The faces that built fame are rejecting it. Rob Kardashian, the man raised by cameras, told fans he wasn't comfortable showing himself anymore.
Me doing what I do, then, being around my family, but thank God I have that opportunity to be with my family.
Nicole Kidman, one of the last old-school movie queens, told Vogue she wanted to breathe.
This extraordinary woman would ever see anything in a guy like me. And that's not me being humble, that's literally how I saw myself and her.
Meanwhile, Pete Davidson disappeared from the late-night chaos he once ruled. The comedian who made Pain funny finally said, "I'm done performing my breakdowns." Hollywood didn't fall apart, it shut up. And that silence, it's loud, because these people didn't get cancelled. They cancelled fame. Behind the luxury, behind the posts, there's exhaustion, panic, and cameras that never turn off. The industry's golden rule used to be, stay visible or die. But in 2025, disappearing became the new luxury brand. Cut to footage. Flashing lights, red carpet clips fading to black. Nicole walking off stage.
Nicole Kidman has returned to the spotlight for the first time since separating from Keith Urban.
Pete hiding behind a hoodie. Rob scrolling in silence. It's not drama anymore, it's retreat.
My whole thing is, my anger, a lot of it stems from like the working environment because they all kind of put this cloud on me like I'm a loser.
And Hollywood hates retreat. Because when stars walk away, the system loses control. The audience starts asking, what happened to them? But the real question is, what happened to all of us that made fame this toxic? Here's the twist, every one of them vanished for the same reason. Not scandal, not money, sanity. Tom Holland admitted fame blurred who he really was. I was acting even when I wasn't filming.
We're talking about Spider-Man No Way Home, and I asked you, if the rumors were true that Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield would be in that movie.
Rihanna said she felt trapped by expectations. Billionaire, mother, icon, and still never enough. Emma Watson told Elle that promoting films drained her soul more than making them. And Jonathan Bailey, heartthrob of Bridgerton, walked away to build something that isn't about me. You can almost hear the collective sigh because this isn't failure, it's fatigue. And it's spreading. Jojo Siwa, after a decade of glitter and pressure, told fans, I need to find out who I am when no one's watching. Jungkook, one of the most photographed men alive, deleted posts, shaved his head, and said nothing. Fans called it his disappearing era.
You replaced yourself on Spotify's list of most streamed songs in the world.
Lana Del Rey ghosted her own fandom mid-tour. And guess what? They all had one thing in common. They could afford to vanish. But for others, the break wasn't planned.
And then I just thought, you know what? I actually read this book called Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, which isn't, yeah, you did?
It's great.
Yeah, it's amazing because it's not really about money.
Pete Davidson's quiet exit came after years of public breakdowns, rehab visits, and love stories sold as gossip. When he said, "I just want to be okay," it wasn't funny anymore. This isn't a generation running from fame, it's detoxing from it.
Yeah, that was my first year, and it was fun for me because no one knew. I was a new guy, so no one knew who I was. They thought, you know, I was just backstage.
Yeah.
So I was able to enjoy it.
Because fame in 2025 isn't glamorous, it's invasive. You don't own your face, the internet does. You don't live your life, you perform it. So let's flip the question, Ms.CathyKnows fam. When a celebrity disappears, is it weakness or freedom? Do they owe the world an explanation, or do we owe them privacy? Would you trade your piece for 1 million likes? Tell me in the comments, because that's the question Hollywood can't answer. And don't forget to hit subscribe, because this story isn't about endings. It's about the stars who finally learned to say no. Cut to montage, live footage of empty stages, quiet red carpets, paparazzi yelling into silence. The new sound of Hollywood? Nothing. Here's the final twist. They didn't disappear because they lost fame. They disappeared because fame lost its value. In an era where everyone's a brand, walking away is rebellion. Rob Kardashian found peace in anonymity.
It's not going to conflict because your mother, your manager, has never once said a single thing.
Nicole Kidman found freedom in stillness.
I just remember I liked you, and he was like, not now.
Pete Davidson found safety in privacy. Jojo Siwa found adulthood in authenticity. Jonathan Bailey found purpose outside applause. Tom Holland found reality. Emma Watson found herself. Rihanna found motherhood. Lana Del Rey found quiet. And Jungkook found peace. They didn't fade, they escaped. And that's what Hollywood hates most. For decades, studios, PR teams, and social media turned human beings into products. Now the products are refusing to sell. When stars vanish, networks panic. When they post nothing, the algorithm starves. That's power. The new fame isn't about who shouts the loudest, it's about who can afford to whisper.
As we all do, is that we are all more alike than we are different, and that we're better when we look out for each other.
When Nicole Kidman says she's off, when Pete Davidson goes dark, when Rihanna stays home, they're not disappearing. They're taking fame hostage and demanding peace as ransom. And maybe that's the biggest twist of 2025. The quiet ones won. The red carpets feel empty. The talk shows feel desperate. Hollywood finally met its match, its own exhaustion. Cut to final live footage sequence. Black screens, flashes fading, empty chairs at award shows. The applause echoes into silence. Because the truth is, fame doesn't end with a scandal anymore. It ends with a whisper, "I'm done." So if your favorite star isn't posting, performing, or pretending anymore, maybe don't call it a downfall, call it a comeback to real life. And that's your truth for tonight. This is Ms.CathyKnows, where silence is the new scandal, and walking away might just be the most shocking move in Hollywood history.